components of a computer. When we talk about computer, it's just not as simple as input, output, and processors, but there are so many components involved. So we saw there is an input, there's an output, and these are the processes happening. But there is a motherboard. Okay, so this motherboard is what takes care of all the other components, meaning it is the communication channel for all the components. Now if you see, there are so many ports, right? These are the ports where your RAM goes in, where your hard disk goes in, the SMPS is being connected, the BIOS and the ROM is being connected. So motherboard is actually one key element which lets to connect all the other hardwares, the components, and then they could talk among each other, because the motherboard, right, the whole motherboard has something called a bus. This whole plate that you see, it has a communication channel, and the communication is being moved through the motherboard from one component to the other. And then there is storage devices. Storage, earlier generation might have heard of the hard disk. Now the new generation is seeing SSDs, and there is RAM. So RAM is a volatile memory. It's where most of your process keeps happening, but I'll explain RAM in detail. And there is ROM. So ROM is basically read-only memory. It also has a purpose. So I'll go through these components in detail in upcoming videos. And there is SMPS. SMPS is basically power supply. Now this is where your wire gets connected, the power plug gets connected, and that you connect to your power output from your home. So this is what gives power to the motherboard and other devices. So SMPS is one crucial unit too. And you also have fan in your CPU, also in your Mac, in your laptops, to cool the unit. And obviously there is a processor. Now earlier there was only CPU, central processing unit, then there came GPU, which is graphical processing unit, and then there is neural processing unit these days, especially in your smartphones. Now all these concepts that I say, these components that you see, this is all large, but also at the same time it keeps evolving. And these concepts are also similar from computer to laptops to your smartphones. So it's all the time similar, the software wise and the hardware wise. So let's not panic. I'll explain each of the components' purpose and how they work in detail in the upcoming videos.